Welcome, viewers, back to Space Haven, where I, Corknut, take you on an epic adventure of Emerson, Jimmy, Madeline, and Tala aboard the HSS Horus. Last episode, we began to add new systems to our ship, primarily this energy weapon here, I hope. Yes, energy turret here, and a scanner here. We also moved around, expanded our ship a bit, moved around these consoles. Navigation console needs power. All of these consoles need power, so we're going to throw some power units up on the walls here. We also initiated a trade with this civilian ship here to get some electronics components. So when that trade goes through, which should happen relatively soon, when that trade goes through, we should have electronics components, which should give us power or a way to make energy cells to kickstart this the shield charging and the weapon charging here. Hopefully that all can happen before the pirate that we saw jumps into the sector. It looks like it is lining up for a jump here, so we're going to have to prepare for a jump out as soon as possible, which means get some emergency power built. That's not what we want. So there's not really a single power unit that will cover all of our needs, so we're going to drop floor panels in for now. Here and here. This one especially is going to be high priority. So right now we do not have a way to fight pirates, and we don't have a way to leave if they show up. Let's make sure someone is actually assigned to this. Madeline's on it. Great. She was on to the logistics. Let's get somebody constructing it immediately. Tala, please. I know you're capable. I think you're all capable of constructing, actually. I will feel a little bit safer as soon as this power is linked. There we are. That should allow us to jump out of here. I don't know if that trade ever went through. Let's take a look. I don't see any electronics. Maybe I failed to actually complete that trade. Oh no, it says there's a trade there waiting. Okay, so there's a trade. There goes the trade ship. Great. Let's let that happen. There's a lot happening right now. All of the day jobs are going, plus all of the new jobs. Let's make sure with that trade that we're not going to be wasting those. Interesting. We're not going to be wasting those electronics on infra So I'm going to cancel this infra job for now, just so we aren't wasting those electronics on infra as we get them from trade. We do have 3. That's just enough to make 3 energy cells. I also want to make sure that we aren't using those energy cells anywhere. If I remember correctly, yes, there's an energy block here that would use energy cells, so we're not going to be making energy blocks for now. Pretty sure that was the only one. So as soon as we convert those to energy cells, which I just saw Emerson drop one off there, that should give us a way to power up these shields. So that's all they're waiting for. Looks like they consume energy cells over time, which is kind of nervous making. I wish it told you that somewhere. It does say uses power to recharge, but it doesn't say uses energy cells, so it's kind of annoying. Alright, sensors up. Does that tell us anything? What does it do? Jobs, sensor jobs, no jobs. Overview. Oh, here we are. On operations. Console not manned. We do have somebody going to check it out. That looks like somebody's going to the operations console to check out the sensors. What does that do? That charges the sensors. Ah, I see. And there's like a sensor thing we can drop that lets us see into enemy ships or something. Good. So now we can go there and drop sensors. This is the weapon icon, and these are the shields icons. Shield console is not manned. We don't have a facility for those yet. Okay, so somebody's bringing up the weapons console. I did see a shuttle moving, I thought. Nope. Guess not. Oh, there's the shuttle. Yeah, so that's our shuttle doing who knows what. I bet somebody is heading over to the other ship. No. Hopefully not. It looks like they probably are, though. Nope. Somebody already at the other ship? No, they're all on board here. I wonder what the shuttle thinks it's doing. Transferring inventory, I imagine, but I'm not sure why. What I think we're going to do is double check the map one more time. Nope, there's nothing to worry about. We are going to jump one sector away at least so that we're not adjacent to that pirate now that this navigation console is up. We're going to power up the Horus's hyperdrive. Emerson's on it. Let's set the timer to slow so we can do our jump. So it is warning us that not everyone's ready to jump. That just is because the Porsche isn't really ready. We didn't really manage to salvage anything off the Porsche, so we're just going to get out of here. That's okay. We didn't leave anything valuable over there. We are going to go and check out this nebula. Hopefully a nebula isn't too much to worry about. I mean, it's just a cloud of gas, right? I imagine that's going to mess with our sensors, not damage us in any way, hopefully. We will be prepared to jump out just in case. All right, in this nebula, we're going to prioritize all three of these, so we really want to get mining as soon as possible. We'll get this ice. Ice is highest priority because it's life or death if we have water. So we'll do the ice first. Once the ice is done, then we will probably move on to the fuel and then the chemicals if we have time. Taking a look. An interstellar cloud of ionized gases which has a draining effect on shields. Well, that's a pain. Let's actually take a look at the outside of our ship now. A draining effect on shields. Okay, so shields are instantly depleted. That's annoying because we just got those energy cells, so I bet those are going to be completely wasted. We do have a power leakage issue. That's this. Link back to there. And then we are having energy cell and optronics complaints. Why are we getting messages about optronics components? Optronics are going to be used in what? Energy blocks? Yes. No. Tech blocks. Okay. We're out of optronics. Optronics are built here and need chemicals and electronics. That's fine. We don't really need any energy blocks right now. Sorry, we do need energy blocks. We don't need any tech blocks. We are plumb out of energy blocks. Luckily, we don't actually need any. Let's take a look at the ship systems. This one. We have console not manned there, and a symbol here probably meaning that it doesn't have energy cells. So it looks like once we do man or are out of this nebula, we'll be able to charge up at least one shield. We do have one more energy cell that should be available soon. I'm not sure if that's going to go into shields or weapons. Let's take a look at if we can see that pirate anymore. And the zoom here is a little wacky. Okay, I think we're sitting pretty here. We're going to finish harvesting this ice. The energy, although we have plenty of energy, really. It's worth taking though because it's valuable for trade at the least. Meanwhile, the crew is on a break again. So while they're on a break, let's just review what we've got running here. We've got a large empty bay wing here with no plans of what we're going to do with it. I suppose we could fill it up with more hull stabilizers. We're not going to move this hull stabilizer because we know that drops our hull to 0. So we're not going to move that without putting another hull stabilizer down first. I suppose we could turn this into the sick bay. Let's do that. We could also turn it into crew quarters. Sick bay and sleep chambers is probably the wise thing to do there. So those are going to be life support, I think? No. Furniture. No. Every time I try to find sleep chambers, I go through this. Sleep chambers are under life support would be smart. That would make sense to me. Facility, of course. Hypersleep facility. Okay, so we're going to need energy for those. We do not have any energy blocks. We're going to need 4 energy blocks. To get energy blocks... Uh-oh. We already have an incoming pirate. Wow, he found us that quickly. Did we manage to get any of that ice? I don't think so. Let's turn off the mine order. Let's actually wake up a crew member and jump out of here. I don't want to deal with this pirate. Let's see. We'll wake up crew if it gets close. How did he get to us so quickly? And where are we going to go? I guess we're going to jump past him back to that derelict. That seems like a waste. Maybe we should just continue exploring and see if we can find noble metals. We know that we can come back to this ice if we need it. I'm going to tell them to prepare a hyper jump. I don't think that will wake them up. Oh, it did. Okay. So somebody just gets up and does that when you tell them to. That's good. Let's get out of here then. We don't want to deal with a pirate. Wow. We got out of there just in time. Okay, there are micro meteoroids here. But there's also ore. Base metals. So we're going to brave the micro meteoroids. That pirate is hot on our trail. But it did look like he was diverging to another area. Micrometeoroids and interesting resources. Let's see if we can survive micrometeoroids. High thermal radiation still. Shields mitigate some of the negative effects of micrometeoroids. There are micrometeoroids flying past us. Look at that. And immediately we're taking hull damage, it looks like. It would be nice if we could get those shields up. Make sure somebody's on that. Shields, please. Can we draft someone to do shields? Madeline, you're not doing anything. Let's draft you to the shields console. That is this one. Get over there. Shields? No, never mind. I don't see an obvious way to force them to put shields as a priority. Get on the shields, please. There we go. That's the way to do it. So you toggle these buttons from blue meaning on demand, yellow meaning make it a priority, and red meaning get over there now. So it looks like we have about 50 strikes before we start taking serious damage. So we're going to send someone out to get those base metals immediately, please. Base metals. There we go. Get them all. That will help us a lot. Make sure that Madeline has mining. Is it Madeline or Tala who is our better miner? Mining. Madeline. Okay. So Madeline, don't worry about the logistics. Just get on the mining. Great. Shields are now taking damage instead of the hull. Or are they? Emerson is doing his best to bring shields up. We did get a micro reach here, which hopefully gets repaired quickly. Check a look at our O2 levels. See how fast they deplete. Pretty fast. God. So this is gonna be one of those days where the ship may or may not make it out of here. Emerson hopefully can do something about the shields. Where's the shield number? How do I see what our shields look like? Shield generator is fine. I don't really see, and it looks like both shields should be charging. We did lose power here somehow because the oxygen is so low. Why is this not being repaired? That seems like that should be a pretty high priority job for who is ever nearest. Let's make Tala do that actually, because then she can maybe get a spacesuit on. Things are blowing up. It looks like we're losing power to the entire ship, which is horrible. Meanwhile, hopefully Madeline is getting the mining done. She's out there. I'm not sure we're gonna. Looks like she's managed to get one so far. We've got another breach. This could be bad. This might be bad. Micro Meteoroids might actually be worse than a fire. They are in spacesuits, but it's going to be tough to get power back to the front of the ship unless we reroute it, I suppose. Let's take a look at how we might be able to do that. All right, the issue here is that that capacitor got destroyed, so our power goes this way. And we don't really have a way to route power from here to here, so we're going to need to build an emergency power node on the floor over there. Let's do that, or some sort of emergency node. Maybe a second capacitor would be smart. Do we even have the ability to do that? No, because we need energy blocks. We need energy blocks for all of these things, so we can't make a new power node. We did manage to patch up the hole in the floor. Let's get this power node fixed. Make sure somebody who knows what they're doing is on that. Jimmy? Emerson jumped off of the shield console for some reason. Even though he's supposed to... Oh, because it's unpowered. Oof. Door just blew up. We got another micro breach over there. Alright, well, you know what? It is not worth it. Let's get out of here. So it's coming from a Nebula to a Micro Meteoroid. It's probably a bad idea. Hopefully we can get this power repaired and we can force a jump as soon as possible. Let's actually recall Madeline. You got a couple of those, Madeline. I want you back home. Looks like you got 2, maybe 3. Why do we still not have power? So it looks like power should be getting resent up there. It's just taking a second or two to charge. All right, as soon as that's up, let's get somebody... The navigation is up. Let's get somebody on navigation console and let's get out of here because this is just too dangerous for us. We can reset shields to on demand. And let's see if somebody gets us out of here. Navigation, please get on it. Anytime you're ready, guys. We really need to get out of here. Another hole here. Immediately put Tala on that one once she's finished this first one. Where are you, Tala? I see you there. There you are. Tala. She's on it. Power might run out before we get there because we're losing. Tala. Oh, get on this one, Tala. Holes. Oh, Madeline's on it already. Let's why is Madeline on it? You're too far away. All right. She can do it. We are breaking up pretty quickly. Let's get the heck out of here. I didn't think Micro Meteoroids would be quite this bad. Jump is available. Let's do it. Wow. Micro Meteoroids. Very dangerous. What is that? It's like half a planet. Oh, it's just night side, day side. Day side, night side. Alright, let's look over here. That gives us a view of this scary looking swirly thing, which is a siren world. Okay, well, I'm sure that's going to be terrible, terrible news. We're going to travel through there on our way to here. As we are just ready to get out of here. There's just no reason to stay. Let's patch the ship here. Make sure we can get the systems fixed. And then jump to a new sector altogether. Hopefully one where the resources are easier to come by. Madeline, why are you not fixing this? Oh, because you're completely out of oxygen, aren't you? All right, we've got 2 holes. Shields are coming back online. Emerson, we don't need you to sit at navigation. Nobody can take their suits off. Looks like there's another hole over here somewhere. I think that's just air rushing by. I don't think that's necessarily a breach. Looks like there's just this one. Madeline's on it. She did manage to replenish her oxygen at the airlock before she suffocated. Hull breach. What's the oxygen level in the whole ship? Is none, pretty much. We are instantly out of oxygen with those micrometeorites. Gonna take a while for our hull to repair, but at least one of our shields should be able to charge. Oxygen generator, getting that thing online is probably our #1 priority. Emerson, I think these exclamation points are just showing that they are not happy about being in their spacesuits. Once Jimmy's done with repairing the oxygen generator, we'll move on to getting the power distribution system fixed. Looks like it might be a long night again, team. Alright, Jimmy, you really need to get on this power. Actually, I suppose we probably lost all our food also. Looks like we're losing. We didn't lose yet. Going to lose our food. Let's get the power. Jimmy, it's way more important that you get the power working, buddy. I don't know what you think you're doing, but it should be obvious that maintenance is the highest priority. Why is that? Nobody has highest priority maintenance. Okay. So honestly, repair is definitely the highest priority. That's what that means. Let's start non-essential tasks with neutral priority. Maintenance is going to be the highest priority for everyone. And then this pyramid is going to be their next highest. So mining is going to be Madeline's. Medical is Jimmy. Construction, Emerson's going to always favor that. Tala, botany. Jimmy can also favor industry because nobody is not going to have to do medical very often. Likewise, Tala can do industry because she's not going to have botany always. What's this? Mining. Yeah, you're going to be the backup botany, I guess. Actually, it should be like that. Logistics. Emerson, when you're not constructing, you're going to go on logistics. And no specific priority for anybody to do any of this stuff. It's kind of the outline I think we should have right now. Alright, they're still not... Did we break down the other oxygen generator? No, that one's working. Emerson's at the shield console. Good. Bringing the shields up. Botany's untended. Tall is working on it. They all are in spacesuits still. Oxygen levels are slowly coming back to normal. They're now at low. Except for down here in the ship bay for some reason. Guess that's a pretty far point from oxygen. I never did get this door working. I suppose what we could have done more intelligently was as soon as we saw the breach, seal the doors around that area. That would have been a smart thing to do. It also might be wise in that case to put... Yeah, I was trying to think of a way we might put the oxygen or power nodes. We might need to... Problem is that power nodes are exposed to oxygen, they break, which is just like, why don't you make your stuff more robust so that it can survive survive in a low oxygen environment? Let's prioritize these, please. Get the power. I guess it doesn't matter. They're working on it. They're working on it. Emerson's working on the shields. Shields are coming up. So that's another point, is never jump into Micro Meteoroids without full shields. Crew's going to be really sad tonight. I bet they're already feeling pretty sad. Oh no, their overall moods are still pretty good, except for Madeline, who really hated going out mining, I guess. She's spending a lot of time in these major discomfort areas. So it really still seems like they're prioritizing logistics over maintenance. Which I don't understand. It seems like the repairing things should... Okay, they're doing it now. Repairing, especially repairing power generators, the power nodes, should really be like your first priority no matter what. Looks like our shield's up to about 50%. That's, I think, as good as we're going to get. How did I get the... How come I can't get the full roof view? Why am I not seeing the outside of the ship anymore? When I tab. I don't know. It's no longer giving me the outside view of the ship that it was giving. Weird. Maybe I was in build mode? Nope. Okay, so I think the crisis is generally over. Nobody lost their lives, which is a good thing. They're all extremely tired and trying to get oxygen levels to display. So these rooms down in the lower right corner of the ship got most of their oxygen back. We do have, well, we have, low oxygen, but they should be able to take their suits off at this point. Yeah, it no longer says unable to remove suits. So Emerson's the only one who's still stuck in a suit because he's insisting on operating the shields no matter what. It looks like the shields are charging past 50%, even though we're getting that needs energy cell icon. Cannot sleep. Why can't you sleep, Emerson? Because you're on shields. Oh, you're really tired, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, you had to get up really early in the morning to do that jump for us too, didn't you? Water's low. Oh, I wonder if that is alarmingly low, actually. I wonder if vacuum exposure to the storage evaporates your water. That would be pretty interesting if the simulation did details like that. I doubt it, but could be a thing. Expect these crates that everything in should be pretty vacuum proof. For the brief duration that we had to have such low oxygen. Despite having our nice robust resource wing here, the fact that we're so low on resources kind of defeats the purpose. It doesn't look like we managed to get any of the ore out of these ships. Ah, here we go. So we do have 3 base metals there. Maybe we can somehow get those to become energy blocks. I guess we don't technically need energy blocks right now. It would be nice to have an additional power capacitor over here so that we could spread the power load and have an alternate way to get power to the ship. So what happened there was this node right here, which is apparently critical, and just shows that our whole power distribution is terrible. This node went out. I think what we should probably do is link this one. Link this one. Oh, we can only have 2 links. So what if we cut this and link it directly here? Yeah. Uglier system, but at least then... Why do we even have this floor node, honestly? It's not powering anything. The generator powers things, right? Yeah. So this floor node appears to be redundant. Unfortunately, we can't link anything else out of this because you're only allowed 2 links in and out of a capacitor for some reason. This may be able to link directly to the generator from there. No, cannot. So that's what that floor node is for right now. So basically just a jump to that thing. Ugh. Alright, so power is not pretty right now. Would be nice maybe to put in the bathroom something like this that could power the front of the ship. That way, unless there is a meteor strike in the bathroom, that thing should stay up because we can close the vents on the doors, prevent vacuum exposure there. At any rate, the crew's on their break. After another semi-successful day, we did manage to mine 2 base metals. We did use up an entire hyperfuel puttering around through that. There's no way I'm going into a siren world with nothing to claim there. So right now we know that solar flares are completely deadly. Micro Meteoroids, I would like to see what happens if we go in there with full shields. And there's a lot in that system. So I think we're going to head back there. That's the plan, at any rate. We're going to do one more trip with full shields, hopefully with full hull. Not sure how long that's going to take to repair. Sometime. I cannot remember how to get a numeric. Ah, that's it. So you have to just select the ship up here, and then you get the outside. Hull stability is at 34. Not going up quickly. I don't think we quite got down to quite 25, but we were pretty low. So at 34, I don't feel safe going back into that meteor field, that meteor shower, until we're up to full. Even then, I'm probably going to have my finger on the button to jump out of there. Although, next time, I will, at the very least, pause it and seal doors when that happens. When we do get a breach. Put a door here, speaking of sealing doors. Should probably have doors in these wings also, just so we can seal them. Was that a wall? I just told it to make a wall, not a door, didn't I? I meant door. Let's put a door here. Put a door here. Let's put a door here. Sealing things off might help. At least then maybe we'll be able to reroute power in a logical way. It would be nice to have a second line of power that we can route up to the front of the ship. Just having one route makes me not happy. I suppose we can just cut the link to the wing and change this link up here. That's probably what we could do. So we do have this floor panel plus this thing. Probably have another route too, like over here. Possible? I don't think this can reach anywhere. Nope. What about this one? Nope. Okay, yeah. So redundant power route to the front of the ship might mean like another node right here. Maybe move this one. Maybe move this one to kind of a center. And that way, move this one over here so that we have kind of a left wing that can power the front. And if that one goes down, then we can cut this line here and reroute that to that direction. That will have to wait until the future, though, until next episode. Until then, thank you for joining me. Please join me again next time. And take care of yourselves. And bye-bye.